ओम ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति
ओम ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति
मूर्तिभेद विभागिने
मूर्तिभेद विभागिने
व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय
व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय
दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः।
दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः।
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम्
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम्
शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम्
शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम्
अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम्
अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम्
वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्।
वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्।
ॐ सहना भवतु।
ॐ सहना भवतु।
सहनौ भुनक्तु
सहनौ भुनक्तु
सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै
सह वीर्यं करवावहै
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै।
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै।
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं
ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं
व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम्।
व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम्।
अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम्
अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम्
अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्
अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्
यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः
यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः
वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः
वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः
ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः
ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः
यस्यान्तन्न विदुः सुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः।
यस्यान्तन्न विदुः सुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः।
Just what we have seen in Sanskritam, Vyoma-vat actually, but become Dakara.
Hmm.
And where was again? Asmat Acharya Paryanta, but now becomes the Asmad Acharya Paryanta. Tadvidhi pranipatena
तद्विद्धि
तद्विद्धि
प्रणिपातेन
प्रणिपातेन
परिप्रश्नेन सेवया
परिप्रश्नेन
परिप्रश्नेन
सेवया
उपदेक्षन्ति ते ज्ञानम्
उपदेक्षन्ति ते ज्ञानम्
ज्ञानेन सत्त्वदर्शिनः
ज्ञानेन तत्त्वदर्शिनः
Here also tadvidhi. Actually, when tad becomes tadvidhi. That this verse we have seen yesterday. First line is the characteristics of students, and second line are characteristics of a teacher. It's given in Mundaka Upanishad. Shankaracharya ji has written one Bhashyam. Panditaha api. Even person is a scholar. Panditaha api swatantrena shastrasya abhyasam ma kuryat. Even person is scholar, but still a person should not try to study the scripture independently. Why? Because they have their own ideas. But right now what we are saying is not our own idea. Through parampara, starts from Sadashiva Samarambha, even from Shankaracharya, we have just right knowledge with us. Otherwise, people can put whatever there in their mind. That's why Guru is necessary for scriptures, because otherwise we cannot understand thorough meaning of scriptures. That's why Gnaninaha Tattvadarshinaha Te Gnanam Upadeshyanti. And which Gnanam? So that Bhagavan has said in 18th verse and 24th verse. Both are very, very important in one's own life. And particularly 18th verse. For each and every seekers should implement this verse. Like a fake it and make it. One day it will come, we can understand body is doing, mind is doing, but not myself. After telling this, now Bhagavan has from 35 to 37 verses, Bhagavan has given the benefits of self-knowledge. Always people ask, if I study, what will I get? What will I get benefit? So now Bhagavan is telling the benefit of self-knowledge. When we perform karma, the phalam will come anytime, we don't know. After some time also, but the benefit of gnanam, immediately we will get gnanam. If we really, right now, we have information, we know everything, but really, when gnanam takes place, the person will be different. So now Bhagavan is describing in 35th verse, and there are two benefits are mentioned in this verse. First one is mohanashaha, and second one is aikya darshana. Everything's in oneness. Yat gnatva na punarmoham evam yasyasi pandava yena bhutanyasheshena drakshasyatmanyatho mai. First line again is dedicated. If person has knowledge, then punaha moham na yasyasi. You never get any delusion, any confusion regarding taking any decision. But after what? Yat gnatva, having got this self-knowledge, punar moham na yasyasi. So mohanasha, delusion will go. And second line, Bhagavan says, drakshasi, you will see. What you will see? Asheshena bhutani. Bhutani means all beings. Asheshena means without any left out. Always shesha, the meaning of shesh means left out. But ashesha, without any left out, all beings without any left out, drakshasi. Bhagavan says you will see. But where? Bhagavan says, Atmani, in yourself. You will see all being in you. Otherwise, atho mai. Otherwise, you will see all being in me. Both are saying, one who knows Tattvamasi equation. A person who knows I am not separate from Ishvara, so he can see all beings in oneself. Otherwise, that person maybe think I am not away from Ishvara. I am also with Ishvara, then that person can be seeing all beings in Ishvara. So here Mai means Ishvara and here Atmani means in oneself. But we will see in detail. So first its Anvaya is, Bhagavan says, Hey Pandava, what is, O son of Pandu, Yat Gnatva, having known, Punaha, again, Evam Moham. So what Arjuna has got in first chapter and second chapter, few verses, such delusion, na yasyasi, you will not get any type of delusion or confusion. And second line is, Yena, means Yena Gnanena, by this self-knowledge, what will happen to you? Asheshena Bhutani, all being without any left out, Atmani Drakshasi. You will see all beings in you, Atha, and also Mai, in me, Drakshasi. You will see all being in me or in yourself also. Both are saying. So Yat Gnatva, the meaning of Yat Gnatva means by knowing which. The meaning of Yat means which. In which Shankaracharya is written in Bhashyam, Tehi Acharyehi Upadishtam Adhigamya. Tehi Acharyehi. That all Acharya, teachers, Shrotriyaha Tattvaniஷ்ഠैः Upadishtam, taught. And the meaning of Adhigamya means having assimilated. There are two types of knowledge we can have. We know everything, but still we have not assimilated. And Adhigamya means one who is totally assimilated. Yat Gnatva, the meaning is by assimilating such Gnanam, Evam Moha, what you have delusion right now, Evam, in this manner. And which type of confusion did Arjuna has? So in first chapter, he was telling to Krishna, Dhatra Rashtran Swabandhavan. Before any delusion, he would like to kill all Duryodhana. But after seeing Bhishma and Drona, he was seeing even all Duryodhana, Dhatra Rashtrans means all sons of Dhritarashtra. He considered as its own people. Before it was our enemy. But now, because of confusion, own people, even in same chapter, he has told, Atatainaha hatva papam eva ashrayet. Everybody knows, we have seen at that time, Atatai means one who has committed 6 types of sin. To kill, to give a poison, to take away field, to take away somebody's wife, all type of papa. It's called Atatai. And in Shastra is written to beheaded Atatai. A person will go to Swarga. That Arjuna knows But now his mind is totally changed. In first chapter, he said, having killed such atatai, we will get papam. So it's totally changed. It's called moham. That's why evam moha, Bhagwan is mentioned. Even he said in same chapter, kulakshaya krutam dosham mitra drohe cha patakam. Same, everybody was open. Everybody knows who will join whose party, means who will join Kaurava, who will join Pandava. So there is a no droha, there is a no, what we say, the trust. There is a not, we are breaching any trust. But still he says, Mitra droha, kulakshaya krutam. He says, I will incur a papa to kill all my family. And in second chapter, he says, Katham Bhishma Maham Sankhe Dronam cha Madhusudan. How can I kill Bhishma and Drona? I will become Aham Hanta. I am killer. The I am a killer, consider oneself as a karta of killing action. It's also considered as a moha. Aham karta, aham bhokta. Everything what we are thinking is considered as a moha. Moha means confusion. Bhagavan says, when you understand this knowledge, self-knowledge, not understand, but you assimilated this knowledge, then what will happen? He says, regarding oneself ignorance, because always we think, in Taittiriya Upanishad, one mantra is coming, Kim aham papam akarvam, why should I committed this type of sin? So we consider always the karta of that karma. And somebody has done on me. So we consider ourselves as a karma. Bhagavan says both are considered as a moha. Because we are not a karta, we are not karma of any action, object of any action. So identify oneself as a karta, bhokta is considered as a moha in Shastra. So all decision we are taking in our life on the base of what? I have to do something, means aham karta, and I have to bear something is aham bhokta. Both are considered as a confusion of oneself. Bhagavan says, when you will get gnanam, then what will happen? This will go. This agnanam will go, and what will happen? Punaha na yasyasi. You never get it. You never. Punaha na yasyasi. So Shankaracharya ji has written, if we have agnanam, it may go away, but it may come again. But Bhagavan says, if one you have knowledge, that knowledge never goes. If sometime we say, I know that, but it may be surface, we can say surface, on surface we know, but it not considered we know thoroughly. So when gnanam is there, it never gets away. So I have compared what is the difference between agnanam and jnanam, or ignorance and knowledge. If ignorance has gone, it never comes back. Like I have given one example, we have taken a rope as a snake, and when we give a flashlight and we know this is a not snake but rope, then this gnanam never goes, because we know this is not a snake, this is a rope. It never goes. So we never commit a mistake second time, because agnanam has gone. So always agnanam will go, but when knowledge comes, it never goes. This is the main difference. When agnanam will go, permanently it goes, but when gnanam comes, it never goes. So from birth, what we have gathered, so many type of knowledge, we need not to learn again. Somebody says this is apple. Now we have gnanam about apple. We never ask second time, what is this fruit? So all gnanam, what we have gathered, it never goes. So same way, this self-knowledge also jnanam. This jnanam, if we have got, it never goes. When we see everything is Ishvara, if we have that vision permanently will be in our mind. It never goes. When Agnanam will never come again, and Gnanam never goes. That's why Bhagavan says, Punaha moham na yasyasi. Again, you never have any type of confusion if you have correctly self-knowledge. So this is the first benefit of having jnanam. From our mind, all type of confusion will go away. And second line, what will happen if we have gnanam, self-knowledge? Then Bhagavan says, yena. Yena means yena gnanena. By which knowledge? What we have, Bhagavan says, drakshasi. Drakshasi is the future tense of pashyasi. Drakshasi, you will see. What you will see, Bhagavan says, asheshena bhutani, all beings without any left out. Shankaracharya has written, stamba brahmadi paryantani. It starts from grass up to Brahmaji is considered all beings. So all being, what you will see in yourself, Atmani means in oneself. People are not aware. How can it possible? So this is the reason how one person can see all beings are with me, are in me. Once I have shared, again I can share with you. If we will try to see ourselves while we are doing meditation, if we try to see ourselves without time period, without a time, how would I be? Then whatever we see is nothing but myself only. When this type of vision we have, then we never confuse, because we say whatever is nothing but myself, then what are all beings, what are all things outside is nothing but me only. That's why I have written, why Gnani is seeing all beings in me. The reason is to know oneself is nothing but I'm all pervading consciousness. And this consciousness is my real nature. BMS, body mind sense complex, is not my real nature. That person knows very clearly. Like a hasta amalakavat. What we are saying, the meaning of hasta amalakavat is very clear. Like somebody says, what is in your palm? We never ask to another person, what is this? I don't know. Same way, when we are clear, then what thought comes in our mind is, I am not separate from Ishvara. And Ishvara is the cause of whole universe. And Ishvara is cause of whole universe, then everything is Ishvara only. And I am not separate from Ishvara. So we can put in one equation, okay, all beings, including myself, is nothing but name and forms plus consciousness. We know that. And when we know also, okay, Ishvara is the cause of whole universe, abhinna nimitta upada, he is the efficient cause also, and same Ishvara is even material cause also. So nimitta karanam, upadan karanam, and Ishvara is everything. So name and forms means material cause. So all beings comes under name and forms, while consciousness is efficient cause. So both are Ishvara only. So how can I away from that all beings? All beings are always in me. So I always like to give one equation. So I have written one equation. If A is equal to ocean, B is equal to water, and C is equal to wave, then what would be the equation? A is equal to B, that we know, because ocean is nothing but water. Same way C is equal to B. C is nothing but water only, wave is. So what's the outcome? Then A is equal to C. One who knows math, they know A is equal to C. Same way, if this is equation, same way, A is equal to myself. So if I consider myself is A, B is equal to consciousness, and C is equal to all beings. Now same equation, A is equal to B. Myself means all beings. Myself is nothing but consciousness. Same way, all beings are nothing but consciousness. Names and forms are mithya. They are not really true. So if A is equal to B, C is equal to B, so what would be the outcome? A is equal to C. And what is A? Myself, and all beings is C. So I am not separate from all beings. All beings are in me. That's why Bhagavan says, if you have knowledge, then meaning is all beings are in me. In spite of having this knowledge, still Bhagavan has put one more word in this verse, Athomai, last word. Where is it? Athomai, in me also. Why again Bhagavan has put Mai is okay, because there is a, so I am not away from consciousness. All beings are consciousness. So myself and all beings are nothing but consciousness. Everything is clear, but still Bhagavan has put one, Athamai. So why Bhagavan has put, and Shankaracharya has written, what is the meaning of Athamai? Means Vasudeva, means in Vasudeva. And who is Vasudeva? Parameshwara. Imani Bhutani. So all beings are also in Ishvara also, and all beings also in me. Both way Bhagavan has told to Arjuna. Why? The reason is, there are some bhaktas are available in India or maybe somewhere else also. They would always say, I know I am with Ishvara, but it doesn't mean Ishvara is with me. Like I have written, Gujarat is in India. Gujarat is nothing but in India, but India is not only Gujarat. There are many states in Gujarat. Same way we say, I am with Ishvara, but it doesn't mean whole Ishvara is with me. Some part of Ishvara, like a Vishishtadvaita. That's why always Bhagwan would like to complete a cycle. That's why Bhagwan says, Mahi also. Myself is in Ishvara, but Ishvara is not myself only. There are many bhakta, aham dasasya dasoham. They may conclude. So person has not this confusion. So always Bhagwan, even in 6th chapter, I think Bhagwan will tell in 6th chapter also. It is a very beautiful verse. I always love. In 6th chapter, somewhere Bhagavan says, Sarva Bhutastham Atmanam, Sarva Bhutani Chatmani. Same thing. In 29th verse, Ikshate Yoga Yuktatma, Sarvatra Samadarshanaha. Same way here also, all beings are in me also, all beings are also in Ishvara. Means myself and Ishvara are not away, both are one and same. Otherwise, why should it repeat? But when Bhagavan says, all beings are me, myself, means in Sikar, one who has Gnanam, and same beings are Ishvara. Because that person knows that is equal to Ahamasmi. I am not away from Ishvara. What is in Ishvara, same things are in me also, because me and Ishvara, one and same. To show this, always both sides. Sarva Bhutastham Atmanam means all beings are on me, and Sarva Bhutani Chatmani. All beings are in Ishvara and all beings are in me. Same repetition. Because of this reason only, so Some bhakta cannot conclude this. I am with Ishvara, but it doesn't mean Ishvara is 100% with me. Maybe some part, but not all. Because we are the whole, Ishvara is the whole, so there is no separation. It's called Aikya Darshanam, Samadarshanam, and in Shastra is called Samatva Bhava, not Samatva Bhava, Sarvatma Bhava. This is the benefit of Atmagnanam. Here is not working. Let me write still. Here. This is Sakara. Somewhere I am not proper. Sarvatma. Sarvatma Bhavaha means all Atma. Sarvatma is nothing but me only. That person then doesn't have any raga dvesha to anyone, because that person is seeing oneself, identify oneself with all beings. It's called. If you remember Ramakrishna Paramahansa story, when Ramakrishna Paramahansa was about to sit into the boat, and he has seen some people are beating one person somewhere, and he was screaming, that person. Ramakrishna Paramahansa has seen this sight, and he went into the boat, and he would like to cross Ganga from one bank to another bank. Middle of the Ganga, in the boat, Ramakrishna Paramahansa also started screaming, and he says, oh, whatever. Then all people ask, what happened to you? Then Ramakrishna Paramahansa says, when I saw that person who are beating by a people, I just picked up, it's called empathy, what we say. I just picked up that empathy. I also feel somebody is beating me. It's called Sarvatma Bhava. We identify oneself with others' pain or even happiness. It's called Sarvat. This is the most precious value or benefit of Sarvatma Bhava. We don't have complaint to all over the world. Whatever is going is fine. Right now, there are many, this coronavirus effect, there are many positive, there are coming some messages because of coronavirus. All earth is less polluted, 100% less polluted. There is no pollution. Because of coronavirus, there was a distance between family members also. But now, because of coronavirus, they all started living together happily. Such positive side a person can see when whatever going is also accepted. It's called Sarvatma Bhava. The beautiful. This is Asheshena Bhutani. We can write also Pashyasi, then it will be more, we can identify. This is a future tense, but one who has Gnanam, he can see all beings in. Same it will come in Ishavasya Upanishad. I forgot that line, but same in Ishavasya, all beings are in me, otherwise all beings are in Ishvara. But that cycle is complete. Either myself in Ishvara or Ishvara is in me. Both are one and same. Dakshasi Atmanomai. Now, in 36th verse, what is the benefit of Atmagnanam? Bhagavan says, all papa will go away. Papanasha, Mohanasha, Aikya Darshanam. In 36th verse, Bhagavan says, Papanasha. अपि चेदसि पापेभ्यः सर्वेभ्यः पापकृत्तमः सर्वं ज्ञानप्लवेनैव वृजिनं सन्तरिष्यसि. Bhagavan says to Arjuna, Api chedasi. Api chedasi means even though you are, asi means you are, and who you are, sarvebhyaha papebhyaha papakruttamaha. From all sinners, sarvebhyaha means this is 5 by 3. From all, papebhyaha means one who are committed papam. Here papa is not papa, but the meaning of papa is papakruta, one who are committed papa. Same way in third chapter also, somewhere papa bhunjate tum tvagam papaha ye pachanti. At that also, the meaning of papa is not punya papa, but the papa means who are committed papa. So api chetasi sarvebhyaha papebhyaha. From all sins, what you are? Papakruttamaha. You are the great sinner, worst sinner or the great sinner. Even though you are a great sinner, but sarvam gnana plavena. But sarvam, it will come with vrujinam. Vrujinam means papam. Sarvam vrujinam, all papam, gnana plava. Plava means small boat, raft, like now available in Ganges, Rishikesh. Gnana plavena santarishyati. All papa, you will cross by the raft of Jnanam. Nowadays in Rishikesh, this rafting is the main tourism. But when we are studying in 2004 or 5, Puja Swamiji and others, all sadhu, sannyasis, they appeal to PM, ki please don't allow rafting in Ganga. Why? Because for ourselves, Puja Swamiji and all sadhu says, for ourselves, Ganga is not river. For us, Ganga is a mother. For us, Ganga is like a one Devi, divine. But nobody has listened, all sannyasis. And nowadays, it's a common, all people. So Puja Swamiji, when we were there, he says, it's hurting me. Sometimes he says, it hurts me. But nothing can be happen because there are lot of tourism. What you are saying? Something. Yeah.
No, and since you mentioned that, I said I've also done rafting in the Ganges.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it's hurting Swamiji.
All Swami, all, even Kailas Ashrama, from Puja Swamiji, from
It was
Chidananda.
very thrilling.
Yeah. Even I did once when I was very young. But I did. But at that time, I never met Puja Swamiji also. But after meeting, I didn't do. But this is Swamiji's thinking also. Now we are also thinking, okay, Ganga is not Ganga, is like a mother, is a Devi. That's why Devi Sureshwari, Bhagavati. So Bhagavan says, Api chet asi. Api means even though, chet means if, asi is you are. Even if you are, sarvebhyaha papebhyaha papakruttamaha. From all sins, you are the papa. This is a superlative degree. Papakruttamaha. You are the great sinner, but still sarvam vrujinam. All papam gnana plavena. By the boat raft of gnanam eva. Indeed, santarishyasi. You will cross with ease, without any problem. Just, easily you will cross all papam. So that's why I have written the third benefit of self-knowledge is papanasha. Our papa will go away. And Bhagavan says, apichet, even if asi means you are, sarvebhyah from all, papebhyah, that's why Shankaracharya is written here, papebhyah means papakrutah. If you know Rudram, no? Namassahmanaya nivyadina avyadini nam pataye namo nama. This third anuvaka is committed for papakrutah. All type of, thief. There's a description of different type of thief. So it's called papakrutah. Sahamanaya nivyadinam avyadinam pataye namo namo. Then if we go in, then I will remember. But it's called papakrutebhyah, sinners. Namah sahamanaya nivyadina avyadini nam
Namah kakubaya nishangine
nam pataye namo namo nishangina ishudipate taskara.
Ishudimate taspataye
All
namo.
taskara, stena means all chore, different type of thing. Somebody is wearing turban. there are very good description of all stenana means all taskara. So what who committed sin among you, papakrutamaha, you are the worst sinner. So to kill someone, serial killer, whatever, but if you are such worst killer, even though sarvam vrujinam, all papa, all sins, glana plavena, plava means small boat, and is a raft. So with the raft in the form of knowledge, here plava is nothing but self-knowledge only. With the help of self-knowledge, eva santarishyati. Here eva is not mere, but in my thinking is indeed, definitely you will cross with easily. There is no problem. Everything will be taken care. So why Bhagwan has given, I have written why Bhagwan has given such example, Papakrutamaha. So it's in Nyaya, it says Malla Nyaya. Malla Yuddha, that wrestler need not to go every street and fight with each and every street wrestler. But if we defeated country of every wrestler, then he is announced, he is the best in all world. Same way Bhagwan has mentioned Papakrutamaha. Even Papakrutamaha can also have self-knowledge. Then what about the others? So even sinner can have self-knowledge. So each and every person has right to know who we are. That's why if sometimes people say, no, I'm not capable, this is, I am not good, this is not, really speaking, need not to say, because even anybody sinner can be have self-knowledge. That's why Bhagwan has used Papakrutama. Same way, 9th chapter, if you remember, Bhagwan has says, Suducharaha. Suduracharaha bhajate mam ananya bhag sadhu eva mantavya. So
the same apichet comes there too, Swamiji. Apichet,
same.
Yeah.
Even if. So that's why Bhagwan said, if sinner can become a Atmagnani, so what about our common people can have? Everybody has right. Even Puja Swamiji used to tell, if we are born with, like somebody's before our freedom, was Swarajya Adhikaraha. Somebody has announced in our India.
Bal Gangadhar Tilak.
Bal Ganga say, so freedom is our right. Same way who is born as a human being, they have right to know who they are. So it starts from Papakrutamaha to any common people. That's why Bhagwan has used Papakrutamaha. And I have given many examples, but most famous example is Valmiki. He was a thief. Even Angulimal in Buddha story, Angulimal, in our Gujarat, there is a one, is a not even thief. He used to kill many person, is a Jaisal. But when he connected with one lady, he is a saint, he become totally changed. So we can never say Papa Kruttama cannot change. They have right to change. And when Bhagavan says Papa Kruttama, how person can tarishyasi? If you remember Mirabai's bhajan, in he says, Bhavasagar sab sukh gayo hai, fikar nahi mujhe tarnan ki. Mohi lagi lagan guru charanan ki. But what does it mean, Bhavasagar sab sukh gayo hai? When Mirabai has got self-knowledge, this is Puja Swamiji has given this vision. He says, why Mirabai says announced Bhavasagar sab sukh gayo hai? He says, Swamiji says, when Mirabai has self-gnana, whatever, self-knowledge, she must have seen there is no world really. There is nothing except me. There is no need to cross. That's why he says, Bhavasagar sab sukh gaya hai. Everything become dry. I need not to cross. Same way, when gnanam take place, at that time person will see there is no vyahvarika, there is no pratibhasika, I am only myself. Then where is the place of papam? There is no need of tarishyasi. There is no need of even crossing. But this is only, it's a style of telling. Because papa punya is possible only in Dvaita, not Advaitam. And our real nature is Advaitam. So when person understand, then only that will know and need not to even cross also. Why should we cross? When everything is consciousness, there is no need of crossing. And even Shankaracharya ji has asked one question in Bhashyam. Immediately that person, Papa Kruttama, will have self-knowledge. Then he says, no. Even though he comes to Gnanam, but still he has to undergo this all Karma Yoga part, Upasana part in Gnana Yoga. Time will come, at that time he will cross over. Or she will cross over, whatever. But he definitely, that person will get Gnanam even though he is a worse sinner. This is the third benefit of having self-knowledge. First is called Mohanashaha. Second thing is Sarvatma Bhavaha, Samadarshanaha or Aikya Bhavaha. Third one is called Papanashanaha. And now, fourth one, Bhagavan says, is also very beautiful in 37th verse. Yathe dhamsi samiddhognihi bhasmasat kuruterjuna jnanagni sarvakarmani bhasmasat kurute tatha. Indhansi means wood. Here, Indhansi means wood. What will happen to wood is let samiddaha agnihi. Samiddaha means well-lighted. Agnihi means fire. Well-lighted fire, what that can do, edhansi means all woods, bhasmasat kurute. It turns into ashes. Same way, gnanagni, same way the fire of knowledge, sarva karmani, all actions, bhasmasat kurute, it turns into ashes. This is also, okay, I can say, is a style of telling. There is not like that. If we have gnanam, even immediately after, the fire of knowledge will lit out and we will offer all our karma. And here also, let me clear also, here the meaning of karma is not our action, but our papa punya. And particularly, sanchita karma and kriyamana karma also. Prarabdham iha bhujyatam. We have to enjoy, we have to experience, but what will go away? Our all sanchita will go away. Bhasmasat will turn into ashes. So I have written here, Yatha samiddaha agnihi. well-lighted fire, edamsi. Edas is a wood, edamsi is a woods, bhasmasat. It turns into ashes. Same way, yatha, tatha, same way, jnanagni. The fire of knowledge, sarva karmani bhasmasat kurute. Same way, how can all karma can be turned into ashes? Same logic, what we have applied for papanashaha, same logic we can apply here also. Because papa and punya are possible when we identify ourselves with body mind sense complex. When we consider ourselves as a karta and bhokta, at that time only all papa punya can affect us. But when we see everything is not other than me, there is a nothing external world, then where is the place of papa punya? I always give to one example of dream. In dream, we have committed many sin, many papas. Suppose we have also killed one person, and judge has announced, okay, this person, like myself, will be executed after 5 days. And we are passing these 4 days, and that day will come, and immediately when we wake up, so it will affect us whatever we have seen in dream? Same way. When we know ourselves, there is a no papa punya. This is only a type of expression. Bhasmasat, there is a no fire, nothing. But this is the expression, Nanagni Sarva Karmani Bhasmasat. Really speaking, there is a no literal fire. But because of knowledge, there is a no second thing. There is, except consciousness, there is a nothing. So there is a no need of even to turn into ashes also. Any question regarding this? 1 minute. Any question? No question.
Swamini ji, that story you told about Ramakrishna Paramahamsa,
Yeah.
when they were beating the people, he was screaming in
Yeah.
pain. That I heard one more version of that story where there's a cow eating grass outside, and and so he starts shouting that the cow is eating the grass, and I'm feeling the pain of the grass. And so when they look at his back, they see the marks of a cow standing there.
Oh.
And as though he has felt the pain. So the people, the devotees, they rush outside and start beating the cow. And inside, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa starts shouting even louder. And this time he has felt the pain of the cow. And there are marks of the stick, the beating stick marks on his back this time. So the empathy is not just with grass, but also with, cow, with everything.
It's called Samadarshana, Ekya Darshana.
Yeah.
Swamiji, I have a question on that same example. You talked about identifying with another's pain because Samadarshana, you see everything as yourself. But the Brahman is Asangaha. So really, whatever goes on, there's good going on in the world and there's bad. Whatever is happening, there's one Shanta Shiva principle, which is basically not attached, or Asangaha Nirvikaraha. There's no change in it. So the empathy, while it's empathy, sympathy is different from sympathy, but being affected to that extent, should one be affected by it, or No, the question is not whether one should be affected by it. Yeah, my question is that
One
Brahman
person should be Nisangaha. Yeah.
Yes. So how does that fit in?
You know, this Asangaha, so to know oneself. So something, if somebody has maybe beaten to Ramakrishna Paramahansa, he never say, I am in pain. Because Ramakrishna is also, we know he had a cancer. He had a lot of pain, but he never complained. So from his own Sharira, he was Asangaha. He never complained. But because we know this is my own nature, I am Asangaha, but we are living in the world. And we are living in the world, we cannot, when somebody is beating me, if you might have heard the story of Puja Swamiji, I have to resist myself. Same way, if Ramakrishna Paramahansa is living in this world and somebody is in pain, must be taken up. There is nothing wrong inside. But if he complain for oneself, then it will be say, okay, this is not proper gnana.
A beautiful explanation, Swamiji.
Oh,
Swamiji, that was beautiful because it's kind of it sustains the Brahman both in the Paramarthika reality, which is Asangaka,
Yeah.
and Vivaharika. You are not attached to your body, but you feel the pain and pleasure of everything. It is very consistent. That I go back to your equation. That's what comes to my mind right now.
No, my question is further on that. I understand what you're saying. Identifying at this level can also be it's a bondage, isn't it? Because really, when you action, if you want, action can really be done proactively only when you are not involved in the situation. I mean, so there are no emotions attached to it. In a situation where you see somebody being beaten, you can do something only if you don't get all messed up yourself internally, and then then it becomes all colored by your reactions. And so if you want to avoid your reaction and you want to act, so you want to stop that, then you can go and do it calmly if you are not involved in that situation, right? Emotionally.
I can give one more example. Puja Swamiji was living in Anakati when he used to come in when we are learning. At that time, always ashram has many problems, So when he tried to solve the problem, sometimes he also gets angry also. But our Swamiji, Siddhabodhananda used to tell, he is angry, sometimes he also showed he is very upset with some, but when he goes out, nothing remains in his mind. So to take action also, one should be involved. Without, he cannot take action. What you say? But it doesn't mean, suppose Ramakrishna Paramahansa has seen such pain, a person is pain, he has picked up. But after some time, it never stays in his mind. After 1 hour also, he might have forgotten also. This is called the Samatva Bhava, the Gnanam. The Gnanam means all time we have need not to remember, oh, that person was beating is very bad. It never comes to his mind.
Yes.
But without involvement, we are, with an emotionless. Gnani is not emotionless. Gnani has emotions. It doesn't mean he is always never laugh, never cry. He has emotion, but he never have any complaint regarding oneself, when he always try to solve other pain. It's called.
I know sometimes, this is a very tricky subject. you can give, I can see where Hemlataji is coming from that. Sometimes people make this argument like, Buddha has come, Krishna has come, Jesus has come, but no one has taken away the problems of the world. Problems of the world are still very much there. So why should we bother? I just go on doing my own thing. If Jesus and Buddha and Krishna cannot change people, how can I change people? So let me just do my own thing, right?
But it's
I mean,
not
that's
a,
just shows lack of compassion, lack of,
Yeah.
I mean, it shows some selfish understanding behind these kinds of things that
Yeah.
you can twist these things to suit your own way of, like you said, Swaminiji, that if you don't follow the proper parampara or tradition, you can understand these things in many
Yeah.
different ways and 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 twist it basically.
Mm.
I love that consistency, Swaminiji's example, which is even though he felt the pain, he was not relating to it, but he still operationalized it in the physical or emotional and physical sense while being completely independent of it. It's very consistent.
That's really what it
Because
is.
if you watch like in Buddha, anytime he sees pain, he even when he's sleeping, automatically tears pour down from his eyes.
Mm.
And that's why he's called the compassionate Buddha, because he was able to take the suffering of the entire world and sort of, but he used it to search and find answers to these problems.
Mm.
But as I said again, still people would say, but still there's a lot of pain and suffering in the world.
But even the Swamiji, you told the right example or the other side of any situation. Coronavirus is actually healing the world. It is actually making pollution go down, right? It is true. All the cars are parked, right?
Yeah. Here today they have announced that Delhi is 100% pollution free. Yeah, they have announced.
Yeah, they showed the photos of Wuhan and other provinces in China. The complete industry shutdown totally took out the atmosphere, all the bad stuff out of the atmosphere. It was a very beautiful photo. It's a very contrasting photograph.
Mm.
There are sparrows in Bangalore again. Like for many years, there were no sparrows. But
Uh,
come back.
yeah, and they say sparrows
They
is the
come back, no?
main indication of the
Yeah.
nature being in sync.
Bangalore didn't have for many years. I had not seen. Now today, I can hear them every day.
In Dubai, there are lots of sparrows. I don't know because I feed the birds in the morning, and the birds here when I first this is a ground floor. We are on the ground floor, so a lot of birds come, and it's the first time I'm staying in ground floor. So they were eating only bread initially, because I think they're used to eating bread in this part of the world.
Yeah.
And then I started feeding them rice. And now they're also fond of rice. I converted them to rice eaters. So I'm surprised to see so many sparrows here, which we don't see in India.
Mm. Shalini, how are you?
No, I'm fine, Swamini.
You have to go
Swamini.
every day to hospital, no?
Oh, Monday to Friday. I go to clinic. I am just seeking your blessing for me and all my patients.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
we
you
will pray for your
yeah,
safety.
for yourself first. You should be safe.
Yeah.
So, are you wearing that apron type? That
I mean, unfortunately, we have masks, but we don't have enough gowns.
okay.
There is a deficiency of supply.
Oh.
So we don't have for every patient. So, but mostly they are recommending doing audio visual appointments
Okay.
where for patients, if it is possible for them to have a computer and telephone, we are doing it that way. And they check their own temperature. And if they have a fever or they're really sick, then then we do more further investigation. So because of that's where we are. So yeah. And I had a little cough and cold for like 10 days. So I was a little afraid because I was going to clinic all day.
Yeah.
So I have tested. I don't have the results yet, but soon I'll get, but I'm feeling better. I think I'm fine.
So we all pray. If we
No
can
problem.
yeah.
Thank you. Now, yeah, I'm just trying to pray all day.
Yeah, nothing will happen to you.
Yeah, the spring has started, so pollen allergy also makes people sick.
Correct.
So that may be the reason you got
Eh.
the thing.
Thank you.
No, because if you're allergic to pollen, then you will get very severe
Yeah.
cold and
Yeah,
whatever.
I think so, because I get sick very often, like, this cough and cold. It's not something new for me, but I guess I was a little scared or like conscious because things were happening this way, but I feel
And
better.
now we have added a problem because of the weather change, because
Mhm.
spring
Yeah,
has started, right? So that's why.
yeah.
It's,
Thank you.
Okay. Take care of yourself. Okay. Shall we do Purna Mother?
Yes.
Oh.
Om Purnamada
Purnamada
Purnamidham
Purnat
Purnamudachyate
Purnasya
Purnamadaya
Purnamevavashishyate.
Om Shanti Hari
Hari
Om
Om Shri
Shri
Guru
Guru
Namaha.
Namaha.
Hari Om.
Om